then the waitress says to me, "Would you like a diet pop with that?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding? Diet? What? What?" Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta go. Are we on?
We're on.
Now, to interrupt your regularly scheduled program with this breaking news. Today, after defeating the odds in Kenya, Dawn Lundgren flew home, and now today is her birthday. And we'd like to just interview some of the people in her life to see what they have to say.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Well, I would say the most memorable moment would be in Canada when we have our fly-in trips, and we're out fishing, just the two of us. Well, I threatened not to go to Canada when my leg was broken, but my wife pouted for about a week, so I decided I'd take a chance and go.
I think the first time I really had fear was when Mom and Carlo and people and I was in the back seat going down the road. She lost control. We slid off the road. We went over a hill and we were barely teetering there. We were sliding. It was snowy and slippery. And Mom says, "Nobody breathe." Boy, I held my breath a long time in that one. And it's one thing I learned from Mom: never panic.
Start crying right away. So today I was thinking about favorite memories that we've had together. And the first thing that came into my mind was the thousands of miles that I spent on the back of your motorcycle. And I remembered all the games you played with me while on the back of your bike. Remember the game when you made me look for the towns of the signs for the next city, and we made up a story to go with the signs. And at the time, I thought you were just making up a fun game. And it wasn't a lot of years later, till I had kids of my own, that I realized it was a self-preservation game, because if you didn't think of something to keep me awake on the back of your bike, we both would have been killed.
Well, I would have to say it was the first night that I met her in after that big family deal, and talking with her and stuff. Me, I always listened to Moms. I did.
I have lots of favorite memories of my mom, and to combine them all, she is my biggest fan and cheerleader, and so supportive of those things. There's just been so many things, but to round it all up, that's what it is.
My most favorite memory is the first memory. First time I went up there, being a little nervous, and Sandy telling me it's going to all be okay. And we sat down, and after a couple hours or a couple minutes of chit-chat, she reached down, took a sip of her water, looked me right in the eyes and said, "So, Bob, tell me what your intentions are with my daughter." And I went, and thinking to myself, I didn't realize there was going to be a test.
Some of Mom's best qualities are she's always right, of course.
Well, I'd say she's a people lover.
But she really is always right.
Communication. That's the number one quality.
She loves people. She loves to work with people.
Always. Always right.
Is whatever she decides to do, She knows she can do it.
I don't know how many times people have said to me, "You're just like your mom." But I take it as a compliment because I'm proud to be just like my mom.
Whatever it is she's doing, she wants to be the very best at it, and she usually is.
And she's a sweetheart.
Best qualities are her passion for everything she does. The one thing that she taught me was to always believe and have faith when times are bad, but to especially remember to have faith when times are good as well.
She's never had a lack of words.
And help people. And,
Oh my. She's so smart.
loves it when she goes to Africa and works with people. Well, I felt kind of helpless because I'm about, I don't know how many miles away, and in a foreign country it's not a good place to have a problem.
I'm so glad you came back alive from Kenya because it really would have been a pain in the neck to figure out how to deal with things if you died in Kenya.
Why Africa?
I was sad. I was praying that she would make it home and not be stuck over there.
I was stunned, shocked.
That was a horribly helpless feeling. Knowing that she was that ill and in a far, far away country, it was horrible.
Just did some pray, and I know she had some very good people with her.
Real feeling of hopelessness and, trying to be uplifting to the other family members who were, obviously very saddened and concerned.
I did see God's promise that she would be okay. So even though I couldn't talk to her to see how she was until several days after she got to the hospital, I knew that she would be okay. And when I did finally get to talk to her, it just settled me down a little bit. And I'm afraid to answer this question.
I
Okay, kids go. Kids go.
Never panic.
Start crying right away.
And that's nothing I could do.
A woman of 75-year-old, she should be having her family up once a month, especially her favorite son-in-law, for her famous chili and cornbread, and then could take us out fishing on the new Grady White.
Gosh.
She should be baking me more cakes and pies.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
that sounds like fun.
She
75-year-old grandmothers are usually going to their daughters' houses and cleaning their daughters' houses for them and helping them with the grandchildren. Yeah, that's what they do at 75.
She
Having all the sex she can with her husband. Dawn, happy birthday. I love you.
but I'll just defer to whatever the other folks said.
I think she should think strongly about retiring. And maybe we could spend a little more time together.
Happy birthday, Don. I hope you have many more to come, and remember, we all love you.
Happy birthday, Mom. Love you.
So, happy birthday, Mom. Love you.
Mom, happy birthday. I am just so glad you're okay and you're here to celebrate another birthday. I love you.
Well, happy birthday, Mom. And may you have many more.
Happy birthday, dear